Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I'm going to be taking you through two prize picks plays. I got esports and I got NBA. So without further ado, let's just kind of get into my picks. Pretty excited about this one. So my first play is going to be from the OddsJam Sportsbook screen. I've explained this betting tool before, but I really like it just because all it does is it shows you raw data in the market, right? So if you take a look, for example, as a sharp bettor, all these books have different lines, right? We're kind of like opportunistic as a sharp sports bettor. You're like a poker player. You don't know the cards you're going to get, so you don't go into the poker table and say, oh, I'm going to shove all in on my second hand, right? The way you make money sports betting is you hunt through the market and you look for an edge. And every single sports book is a data point, right? These books, Caesars, FanDuel, right? These books are billion-dollar companies. They've invested millions of dollars in their ability to set lines. Like, you're not going to just outsmart them by watching sports or by building a little model. That's not the way you beat sports books. The way you beat them is you hunt through the market and you look for discrepancies between sports books. So Aaron Gordon, Bam, Bruce Brown, there's really no discrepancies, right? Like Aaron Gordon, all the books have his line at 13.5 points. Like, there's no value in the market unless you want to bet with your gut, which is what 99% of sports bettors do, and they lose money. And I'm up $90,000 sports betting this year, and I've never placed a bet with my gut this year, right? It's all about following the data. So for Bam, all the books have his line at 18.5. There's no value in the market. Skip both players, right? You don't want to play on them, at least in the player points market, which is what we're currently looking at. However, if you go down a bit, right, what you're going to see is, where is it? Right here for Gabe Vincent, his line is 13 on PrizePicks, right? If you take a look at Underdog Fantasy, all the other platforms, Hot Streak, they all have his line at 13.5. In fact, sportsbooks not only have his line higher at 13.5, but some of them, like Hot Streak, right, they have the over 13.5 as the favorite outcome. So PrizePicks, their line is too low. They have the line at 13. All the other books are at 13.5, so we want to take the over. So that's the first pick that I went with. I've explained this before too, but I think it's really important. Like, I want to explain sharp sports betting strategy, how to beat the books. So obviously, I want to give you guys profitable picks that you can tail, but I also kind of like to explain how do these platforms work. Right? So the way that PrizePicks works is pretty simple. Any 5 picks you select, this is the payout you're getting, right? Right here. So it doesn't matter if I switch this to, Caldwell Pope, if I take his under, right? Over, under, whatever. We're always getting the exact same payout, regardless of the 5 picks we select, esports, whatever, right? So essentially, like, this is a fixed payout platform. Any 5 picks you select, you're always getting the same payout. So what we can do is we can back out what percentage of my picks do I have to win on PrizePicks to be profitable. And it turns out it's 54.25%. So PrizePicks, right, they make money because they know most sports bettors can't win above 54.25% of their over-unders. Think about it. If you have no advantage, if you have no edge, you're going to get 50% right, 50% wrong, right? And you're going to lose a lot of money on PrizePicks long term. You got to win 54.25% of your picks to be profitable, right? So you got to win, let's say, 55% of your player props, only losing 45% if you want to show a profit. So one of the betting tools I use, and I use a few different ones, is the Fantasy Optimizer on OddsJam. So this is on OddsJam, the Fantasy Optimizer. And you can see one of the plays, right? All of the plays winning above 54.25% of the time, right? They're highlighted in green on the Fantasy Optimizer. Plays in red, don't cut it. 52%, right? If you're winning 52% of your picks, only losing 48%, sure, you have a slight advantage, but you're still not going to make money on PrizePicks because you have to win 54.25% of your player props. So you can see here, Jokic over 11 assists, I'm just following the data, is 55.32% to win. And there's another tool. So there's this company called DG Fantasy, Daily Grind Fantasy, DG Fantasy, and they have pretty good esports stuff. So I've heard really good things about them. People making money with their esports plays, OddsJam, the positive EV tool, stuff like that. It currently doesn't have esports available. So I ended up finding 3 esports plays with win rates Again, on PrizePicks, you just got to win above 54.25% of your picks to be profitable. You can reach out with any questions, but I don't care, right? If I'm betting on esports, the NBA, MLB, right? If their picks winning above 54.25% of the time, they're profitable on PrizePicks. So what I ended up taking are these 3 League of Legends plays, right? 1, 2, 3. There's, not as much value in the NBA. So I have 2 slips. Here's my first one. So I have League of Legend, a sum under 5 kills, Tarzan over 4 kills, 369 over 4 kills. Again, all of these plays, right? A sum under 5 kills, 369 and Tarzan over 4. They're just straight from this DG Fantasy Optimizer. Right? Pretty simple. Any prop bets winning above 54.25% of the time are profitable on PrizePicks. So getting these plays 54.39%, they're good to go, right? They're profitable on a PrizePicks slip. And then you can see I have Jokic over 11 assists from the OddsJam Fantasy Optimizer, which again was, another betting tool you can use to find profitable bets on PrizePicks. So I took Jokic over 11 assists. And then I took Butler over 25.5 points. So that's my first flex play. And then my second one is with Gabe Vincent. So the only difference is I put Gabe Vincent here, but I put Butler here, right? Gabe Vincent over 13 points, which again was a play we found on the sportsbook screen, right? So all the other books, Underdog Fantasy, right? You look up Gabe Vincent on all the other platforms, they have his line at 13.5. So the reason I didn't go with a 6 flex, is you don't want to take 2 players from the same team, both to go over in points. It just doesn't make much sense, right? Like, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to take, Butler over, Bam over, Gabe Vincent over in the same slip. They're all on the same team. Only one person can score, at any given time. So it wouldn't make a lot of sense. So what I ended up going with again on PrizePicks are a sum under 5 kills, Tarzan over 4 kills, 369 over 4 kills, Jokic over 11 assists, and then Jimmy Butler over 25.5 points. And then the only difference here is I took Gabe Vincent over 13 points. Let's get paid, guys.